stop. So we have same kind of teeth, but different numbers. So we have incisors here. They're hard to put pins through, but incisors, canines. We'll just do it this way. It's the first tooth after the canine, that's the premolar, and then the back ones are the molars. Tongue, never a choice. So we have the frenulum linguae, or lingual frenulum, which is down underneath the tongue. If it's on the top of the tongue, that's the papillae, which should be the taste buds. If it's sticking on the roof of the mouth, that's the hard palate. Soft palate's hard to get, hard to pin, so never usually on the test, but anyway, that's back there. If there was this probe stuck in here and it had a card that says common passageway for food and air, that's the pharynx. So that's how that would be asked, and we're not going to open up the jaw, so that's how that would be asked. Moving down, we have our parotid gland. So here's our masseter here, the parotid gland's right there. Larynx is this big section right here underneath
where the
cricothyroid is, so all that's the larynx. This is the trachea with the tracts on it.
Yippee.
Overzealous on cutting the poor cat open. Okay, so we're looking for the esophagus, which is going to be the little flattened bag. It's kind of, yours is miscolored a little bit. It's kind of greenish looking thing, but it's flat. It lies right beneath the esophagus. Sorry, right beneath the trachea. So that's this. If you want to clean that up later, I'm not going to spend time. So this right here, esophagus. As we come down, the thymus gland is right here. Now, the thymus will eventually have to take off, so it's never on the list as a permanent structure, but it could be an extra structure.
That's
okay. Thymus. All this right here. Now, the lungs, we have 7 total lobes. So you have to know right versus left. You have to know superior or anterior as the top one. Medial is always the middle one. And then the bottom one is inferior or posterior. So you have to, if I was pinned here, that's left medial lung.
Okay.
Superior, or left superior lung. So you have to know left versus right, and then which one. And they also have an extra one. Well, we don't have this one either, but it's smack dab in the middle. It's the mediastinal lobe right here. Again, extra. Diaphragm right underneath that. We have the big liver. Got the gallbladder, that green thing right there. Spleen. Layer-wise, this layer that's on the wall, that's the parietal peritoneum. So if there was a pin, it's layer parietal. If the pin is anywhere on these other organs, it says layer, that's visceral peritoneum. So that's how that would be asked. Okay, so then we had the greater omentum, which you took out. Is it one piece still, or is it a bunch of little pieces?
We can kind of
piecemeal it back together, because it may dry out a little quicker if you don't have it there, but that's good. All right, so for the stomach, I'm going to run through the stomach part, because we do have enough time, but next time we'll cut the little trapdoor in there. So if it's up in the very edge in the corner, way up here, in the very, very corner, that's going to be your cardiac region, or cardia, either one. Fundus is going to be the tip top, so if it's pointing to anywhere on the top of the stomach, that's the fundus. If it's pointing to the majority of the stomach, that's the body. And then if it's pointing toward where it curves upward like this, makes the J of the J shape, that's going to be the pylorus. If it's on the edge, and it says curve or edge, that would be the greater curvature on the outside. And if it was on the inner curve, it said curve or edge, that's the greater curvature. Sorry, lesser, goodness gracious, lesser curvature on the inside. Greater curvature on the outside, lesser curvature on the inside. Okay, on the small intestine, if you can see the stomach and it's pinned over here, that's the duodenum. So if it's attached to the stomach over here, oh, goodness gracious.
Hey, look, there's more of that stuff.
Okay, so this is the duodenum, because I can see it's attached to the stomach.
Wow.
Okay. I can't see what this is attached to, so that's the jejunum. And then I can see that this portion here, holy moly, this is like all over the place. This portion here, this is the ileum, because this is the large intestine. So here's the duodenum, jejunum's out here, and this is the ileum. Now, for the large intestine, we really can't see that ileocecal valve because it's on the inside. So we're going to put the pin as close as we can to where the ileum and the large intestine meet, which usually is this nodule that's here. So we'll probably put the pin through that nodule and that's going to be the ileocecal valve. Now on yours, your cecum has curved quite a bit. So the cecum itself would be this blind end or dead end right here. So that's the cecum. And let's see how your colon is doing. Okay, your colon's pretty good. All right. So then this part here would be your ascending colon. And then this curve, because it would say curve, that's the hepatic flexure, because it's near the liver. Then you have the straight across, which would be the transverse colon. The transverse colon. And then we have this other curve, which is the flexure. That's the splenic flexure, because it's by the spleen. And then here, it would be the descending colon. The anus is the first hole underneath the tail, or the top hole underneath the tail. Yep. Oh, and the pancreas we'll do next time, but I'll show you right now. At least I think I will on yours. Okay, see this dark meat kind of right here? There, and going down that way on the duodenum.
Green.
The green is the bile that's in there.
Oh.
That's why it's green. On yours, that is not going to be green on everybody's, but on yours it's green because of bile. So all of this dark meat here is the pancreas. Okay, for next time, you can cut away your fat here, but don't cut this off because this is your urinary bladder. And also, don't cut these loopy things off right here and here, because that's your vas deferens for the male. So don't cut the loopy things off. You can cut the fat up to the loopy thing, but don't cut the loopy things off. And don't cut, see if I pull this, see how that moves?
Yeah.
Don't cut that off either.
The ureters?
Yeah. Yes. Excellent. And then also next time I'm going to ask you to take out a kidney, which is back here. This one, I don't want this one out. I want this one out. So take that one out. We'll cut it open. And then we'll also go ahead and cut all this thymus gland off, so it makes Tuesday with arteries much easier. You don't have to spend so much time cleaning on Tuesday. Alrighty. Yeah. And just because you have a male doesn't mean you don't get to know the female parts. You will get to know the female parts. So you'll have to know those.
I want to get to know those female parts.
Oh gosh.